expect. But don't worry, changes will eventually come. They're just not going to be big changes. But I know a lot of us are wondering, why is it so hot? Well, it actually has to do with an area of high pressure that right now is just off to the west of us, but we are right under its influence. So there's a couple different things you're going to get with high pressure. First off, it's going to cause the air to sink instead of rise. We get that downward motion. We need upward motion in order to see any sort of showers or thunderstorms. So that's why those rain chances are coming in so slim. Now, also, when it comes to high pressure, with that air that's moving down towards the surface, it actually compresses. And when you compress air, it actually gets hotter. So that is why it's coming in so hot and so dry lately. If you like it, you can definitely thank that big area of high pressure. And speaking of hot, we're already there. 93 degrees, feels like temperature at 102 degrees. We do have a 20% chance of rain, though, this afternoon. We'll take a closer look at who could possibly see that rain coming up.
Rachel, thank you.
A few fires go on here, you know, from chemical plants and things like that every once in a while throughout the year. And that's something we use to actually track those, because it's all getting lofted into the air. So yes, less pollution, the better for us here. And yes, it has been a bit hazy. Sometimes that can around the Four Corners region. They have a lot of fires ongoing, and that area of high pressure is just dragging that smoke right here to southeast Texas. It is pretty though outside. We have partly cloudy skies right now, looking pretty good, but it is hot, and that's going to be the main thing as we head into the rest of the day today. If you're planning on getting outside, you want to take your dog for a walk, make sure that they and yourself do not get overheated. By the time we get to around 3 p.m., we should be up at about 98 degrees. Now, also this afternoon, there is a slight chance of rain, but unfortunately, most of us will miss out. Now, as we head into the afternoon hours, we're going to top out right around 98 degrees here in Houston, 100 towards Sugar Land and Katy, College Station, Conroe coming in close to 99 degrees. But we all know it's not just the actual temperature, it is the heat index that gets us, because it's humid here pretty much all year round. 105 is your forecasted heat index, what it's going to feel like to your body today. 106 over in Tomball and 108 in Katy. So the big question, are we actually going to see any sort of cooling downpour today? Well, right now our Storm Tracker 2 radar is coming in dry, but just like yesterday, we could see a couple of those pop-up showers as we get into the afternoon as well as into the early evening, which is exactly what our future track is showing. Now, this is not going to pinpoint where exactly this is going to happen, but it does give us at least a general idea. So I would not be surprised around 3, 4, 5 if we do start to see a few little isolated showers bubbling up. More than likely, they will be short-lived, and then they should die out rather quickly. Now, as we head into your day tomorrow, same thing, starting off partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain as we get into the afternoon. And if that's not good enough for you, don't worry. We do have rain chances increasing as we get into the end of the week as more of that moisture starts to pull in. Now, I also want to show you the tropics, and luckily, I love saying this line, no storms expected in the next 7 days. That's always good to hear. Now, there currently is some rainfall just off the coast of Africa that we are keeping a close eye on, but that area of showers and storms is battling this big plume of Saharan dust. And what the storms in the tropics don't like is a lot of dry air, and that's basically what we are looking at here. So we'll have to continue to watch it and monitor it, but at this point, we're not expecting any sort of development. Your next 10 days, 20% chance of rain for today and tomorrow, hot and humid, 30% chance of rain as we get into the end of your week as well as into your weekend. Our best chances of rain pop up on Sunday and Monday.
Rachel, thank you.
A little rogue shower that has popped up right around the Pearland area. Now, this shower more than likely will be short-lived, so get excited if you get that rain, but know that it's not going to really soak down into your soil too much. But you can see closer here just south of Hobby, we do have that little shower. It's trying to rise up to the north, but more than likely we'll continue to see that kind of dissipate as we get into the next 30 minutes or so. Now, as we head throughout the rest of your day today, as well as going into tonight, we're still going to carry that slight chance of rain, 20% chance through about 6 to 7 p.m. And then once the sun goes down, we lose the heating of the day and everything should quiet down. So other than that little shower, the rest of us are staying mostly dry and hot. Our temperatures right now coming in those mid to upper 90s. But rain chances will be going up, and I'll talk about when coming up. We've basically just been looking to see if anywhere is saying rain. A couple people have seen it today, and we're watching Pearland, and hey, it's continuing to hold on as it continues to make its way off to the northeast. So you may get caught in a bit of rainfall that also could make its way across 45. So don't be surprised if you get a little shower as you're trying to maybe head on home this afternoon. And then back off to the west over towards Hallettsville, we have another little rogue pop-up shower. The rest of us, though, staying on the dry side. As we head into the next few hours, a few more of these showers could pop. Overall, I'd only give it about a 20% chance that you'll end up seeing rainfall where you are, but it's better than a 0% chance, so we'll definitely take it. Now, as we head into the day tomorrow, we are starting off again, partly cloudy skies with another slight chance of rain in the afternoon as well as going into the early evening. But overall tomorrow, that rain chance is going to be coming in pretty slim. And you might notice that over the last few days, the same weather story has been taking place, mostly dry and also just a lot of heat. But we do have a bit of a change in the weather pattern as we get into the end of this next week. We do bring up that chance of rain Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then even more as we head into Sunday and Monday. And the reason for that is this area of moisture. Right now, that area of moisture is back over towards Florida, but it's going to start creeping towards us as we get into the rest of this week, eventually landing here in Southeast Texas, heading into this next weekend, specifically on Sunday and Monday. So that's going to bring in our best chances of rainfall. So if you're planning on catching some baseball this weekend, here's what you can expect. 30% chance of rain for your Saturday, 40% on Sunday. So a chance for a few scattered storms will be there in the forecast. If you have outdoor plans, I want you to keep them, but just make sure that you have an umbrella in case you end up getting caught in some rain. 95 degrees feels like 106. It's hot. Not a whole lot in the air right now when it comes to our allergy report. The weed pollen coming in moderate, the mold coming in low. Temperature-wise tonight, dipping down into those upper 70s, and then tomorrow we're back up into the upper 90s, with a few of us even getting up close to 100 degrees. So here's a look at the rest of your 10-day forecast. Temperatures remain on the hot side. A few different chances of rain, especially as we head into this next weekend. So toss the umbrella in your car in case you have to use it. We'll be right back after this break. And really, with the movement of these, I would say they're moving to the north, but as they do, they kind of dissipate and then they reform somewhere else. So these are not going to be long-lasting showers rolling on through. But hey, if you get some rainfall, maybe you'll get a little cool down with it. And then back over towards Hallettsville, we've also been tracking the same shower that's actually held on for about 30 minutes or so. But now it looks like it is starting to die on down. For the rest of this evening, for your drive times, we're going to be looking at about a 20% chance of rain around 5 and 6. We do take that down to about a 10% chance, though, once we get to 7 or 8 p.m. We'll take a closer look at your weekend rain chances coming up.
All right, look forward to day 2 with Rachel. Thanks.
And Rachel, as we were talking about earlier, it's hot out there, but our rain chances have gone up a little bit.
They have for this next weekend. It looks like we're going to get some pretty good moisture to come in, but we actually have rainfall outside right now in parts of the area.
Okay.
Is that true?
It's very exciting.
Some relief. I didn't know
Anthony and I, yes, I'm going to show you, Joel. Just wait. There you go. You see right here? Channel view, Jacinto City.
Right.
Yeah.
They're the big winners right now, so we'll definitely take it. Hey, in this rainfall, it is dissipating a bit as it moves off to the north, but then we've seen it kind of pop up somewhere else. So we're going to keep a close eye on it for you. Just know if you're out driving over the next few hours, you could get caught in a light rain shower. So just slow down on the roads. But overall, just some good beneficial rain, or at least quick little cool down for parts of Southeast Texas. And then back over towards Hallettsville, we've still kind of seen the same showers sticking around as well. So we do have enough moisture to at least pop up a few of these isolated rain showers, but not enough moisture to put us into the scattered or even widespread territory when it comes to our rain chances. Looking at the rest of this evening, though, we still have that chance for a few more of those isolated pop-up rain showers. Those should dissipate by, I would say, around 9 p.m. at the latest, when the sun goes down and we lose that heating of the day. Then as we head into tomorrow morning, starting off the same way, partly cloudy skies, and then into the afternoon as well as into the early evening, we have another slight chance of rainfall. But overall, that rain chance for tomorrow, I would say it's about 10 to 20% at most. So a lot of us going to stay dry. And then as we head into Thursday, we could start to see that rain become a bit more scattered. 30% chance of rain in for your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then Sunday and Monday, that's when we brought up our chances of rain to about a 40% chance. and that's as some good tropical moisture starts to roll back here into southeast Texas. Right now, all that moisture is still well off to the east of us, but as we get into the next few days, that's going to start making its way across the Gulf and eventually land here in southeast Texas. We start to see an increase as we get into Saturday, but it really looks like that plume's going to roll over us as we get into Sunday as well as going into Monday. So that's why we're bringing in that increase of rain chances. So let's say you have plans coming up for this weekend and they're outside. Go ahead, keep your plans in place, but just make sure, if you're heading out to watch any baseball or if you're just getting out and about, make sure that if you hear thunder that you do head on indoors because we do have a chance for a few storms each day. But overall outside at the moment, it's looking pretty good. We have some cloud cover, but mainly just coming in hot. 95 degrees, pretty. We have a lot of sun. 104 for your feels like temperature. And as we get into tonight, those temperatures only going to dip down to about 78 degrees here in Houston. Overall, another warm, another muggy night. Can't rule out some very patchy fog, but I think most of us are going to come in okay. 78 for your low in Houston, 76 in Sugar Land, 77 over in Tomball. And then tomorrow, rinse and repeat. We're going to be looking at another round of those upper 90s. Could see a few triple digits as well. Your next 10 days, they're looking pretty good. Looks like summer here in southeast Texas. Temperatures remaining in the 90s with that increase in rain chances as we get into this next weekend.
All right, Rachel, thanks very much.
A little bit sometime soon.
Like in October.
Yeah.
Right, exactly, in like 3 months. But we could have a very slight cool down as we get into the end of this week, into this next weekend. Our rain chances are going to be rising. We're going to be looking at more cloud cover. So instead of highs every day coming in the upper 90s, we should see high temperatures coming in the mid 90s. It's the little things, you guys. Now, there's also a few little things out here as well. We have a few little pop-up showers over towards Jacinto City as well as Channelview, even over getting close to the Humble and Kingwood area as well. We're seeing a few of these little showers trying to get close. They're not moving a whole lot at this point, and they're not packing a big punch, but if you are out driving, especially on the Beltway, you could get a little slowdown as this light rainfall comes down. And then back over towards Hallettsville, those showers still hanging on. At the zoo, though, it looks like all the giraffes are staying indoors, probably a good bit cooler there because right now we're coming in at 95 degrees with a feels like temperature of 108 degrees. So it is definitely a hot one. It's going to remain hot as we head into the next few hours. Our heat index as we get into tonight, not expected to drop below 100 degrees until we get past the 7 p.m. hour. So if there's anything you want to get done outdoors, wait until the evening if you can. We'll take a closer look at your 10-day forecast coming up.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes.
The good news is that you present us with a dog walking forecast every day.
I do, actually. Have you noticed I show you things that I also do in my daily life, or things that I would like to do? Yeah. Because let's be real, I'm not walking in this heat.
You're not?
No.
You're not getting out there?
I don't.
Not until later in the day or early in the morning.
It's like you got to shower 3 times a day. Nobody has time for that.
Okay.
And if you dog walk, you got to go shower after. But you know what? It's not too hot for their paws. Now we're also tracking a few showers outside across Harris County. We do have a couple little showers that have popped up back over towards just off to the northeast of Houston. We have a little shower there closer to the Beltway 8 area over towards the Humble area as well. Heading up in that same direction up towards Kingwood, possibly if it still holds together. And then some very light rainfall back over towards Jacinto City. And then I'm covering, we also have another little shower that is right over Channelview. So it is possible as you are going on home that you could get caught in some light rain, but most of us are going to end up quite nice on your ride home. It should be pretty easy when it comes to the weather, at least. Don't know about the traffic, but at least the weather should be mostly easy for you. 20% chance of rain over the next few hours. Also notice over the next few hours, those temperatures are still going to remain hot. So let's say you're trying to get out on that dog walk as we get into tonight. Make sure that you know that it's still going to be warm, even if you go closer to 7 or even 8 p.m. Let's take a closer look at this rainfall, though, as we head into the next few hours. We're going to continue to see very isolated showers popping, but the chance of that is really going to drop off by around 8 p.m. once the sun starts to go down. Then as we head into the day tomorrow, partly cloudy to start off your morning again. Could see a couple of pop-up showers again for those afternoon to early evening hours. and then on Thursday, about the same. But on Thursday, we're actually going to be working with a bit more moisture. So hopefully our coverage will go up just slightly. Now, the reason our coverage has been so low, one of the reasons, has to do with high pressure that's been over us. It's been causing the air to sink instead of rise. We need that motion for us to actually see more showers and storms. But as we get into the end of the week, that area of high pressure is going to back off to the west a bit, and that is going to allow for that moisture to start really streaming back in, which should help our chances of rain just in time for the weekend. Your weekend forecast, 30% chance of rain for your Saturday, 40% on Sunday. Don't cancel any of those outdoor plans for your weekend, but just make sure that, like on Sunday, if you have outdoor plans, make sure you're able to head to a safe spot if you do start to hear some of that thunder. Outside right now, partly cloudy skies. It's hot, 95, feels like 104. Heading into the rest of this evening, temperatures only dipping into the upper 70s. Tomorrow, rinse and repeat with the upper 90s. Now, I also want to show you a quick look out at the tropics. No storms expected in the next 7 days. We are watching these showers and storms that are just off the coast, but they are of Africa, but they are battling a lot of dry air. So that's really going to hinder its possible development. As we head into the next few days, those rain chances on the rise, 40% chance of rain as we get into Sunday and Monday.
All right, looks good.